Bringing those feet together. So again, ground through the feet, squeeze the toes together, heels together. Roll the shoulders back. Let's think about the shoulder heads rolling back as if you can lift them up over your shoulders and roll them down your back. So sometimes they're here like this and we just try to move them open and we can't. You actually have to lift them up, circle them back, rotate those thumbs, inhaling up. And exhale, squeeze your belly and squeeze into the hip joint right on the inner thighs. All the way down. Inhale, rise up again. You guys ground through your feet. Squeeze your hips open. Lower belly is in. Roll those shoulders back as you swan dive down. And clasp your hands behind your back now, guys, and just stretch up. Loosen up the neck. Turn your head right to left. Come back up into standing. Mountain pose. Roll those shoulders open. Lift up. Lock your fingers right behind your head. Shoulders and elbows back. Head is back. Stretch the neck and come down. So stretch the skin right behind the head, and it's going to pull the back of your neck all the way down. So grab the skin that covers your skull and pull it away from your neck. Just pull it, lengthen it, and that'll stretch the neck. All right, we'll rise up again. Come all the way up. Extend through the arms. Reach over to the right. Grab that left wrist and pull. So you guys right here, you want to feel like you're pulling it open, but also feel like you're kind of squishing it down a little bit. So you're pushing down a bit as you stretch over. And then we'll rise up and we'll do the same thing over to the other side. Grab that right wrist. And so you want to, feel the stretch, but also push down at the shoulder as you're doing that. So you get a more stable stretch. Beautiful. Releasing it down, come into chair pose. And bringing the hands down and step back into plank. All right. So you're gonna step right into plank position, pull the lower belly in, stretch your hips toward the floor, toward the mat. So stretch your hips to the mat, but lift your lower belly. All right, come all the way down. Fingers out, elbows up, lift through the chest. Stretch your chest, stretch your neck, stretch your chin. Come all the way down. Arms out to the side, thumbs up. Lift the chest, lift the neck, lift the chin. Come down. Bring the hands behind the head. Lift the chest, lift the neck, lift the chin. That's harder, right? Release it down. Bring the hands back. Lift the chest, lift the neck, clasp them together, lift the chin. Pull your fists back. Squeeze. All right, release it down. Press back into child's pose. Reach all the way back, and then come forward into a cow pose. So cat stretch forward into that cow pose. Exhale back into child's pose. Reach back in through your hips. Inhale, ripple through the spine. Come up, inhale. Exhale, push back into your hips a little bit more. Inhale, come forward and push forward a little bit more. Okay, one more time. This time go all the way back. And come forward. Good. Stretch back into downward dog. Reach it all the way back. Push your right hip to the right, left hip to the left. Lift your arms away from the floor. Lift your elbows up away from the floor and push your head and your chest through to your toes. Your butt's in the air. You're pulling your hips back and you're digging your heels down. Legs are straight. Knees are straight. That's it. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep trying to lift your elbows away from the floor and pushing your chest to your toes. Take our right leg up. Kick it up as high as you can. Left heel down. And then tuck that knee into the chest and step that all the way forward. So we're gonna step up as high as you can. If you don't get your foot up here, push it, push it, push it. Drop that back knee down, elongate. And we're just gonna try to push, again, your hip forward. And this is key. Don't let your back do the work. Okay, so reach the hip forward, turn your thumbs, draw the belly in, your tailbone is down. And keep opening your hips and reach those elbows back. So as you guys go into your back bend, push your, as if I have my hands right here on your elbows and I'm pushing them back. Keep them straight and push them back. Straight and push them back. Lift the chest, lift the neck, lift the chin. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly release it down. Come all the way forward. Come all the way forward. So you're gonna lunge this thigh right down to the ground. This thigh is gonna come right down to the ground. You're gonna bend your back knee. You got it? You with me? You grab your foot back there, same hand as foot, and you're gonna pull the foot right to your butt cheek. Okay, so you guys are doing that Lean forward's good. Pull your foot in just like this. Maybe some of you guys can even reach down and get that foot in a little bit more. But I want you guys to try to push the back of your thigh, your hamstring, to your calf, and your calf to your hamstring, and maybe come up and lift. Maybe lift up. Maybe give a little yoga mudra. Beautiful. Let's release that down and extend that front leg. So back foot goes down. Push the heel to the ground, that hip up, and come down over that leg. Okay, so breathe in, breathe out. Hands to the ground or the yoga blocks. Front leg is straight, so if your hands can't reach the ground, you use the yoga blocks. And you inhale and exhale. If you can't see me, follow Ed. He's so good at it, right? You just follow him. He knows exactly what he's doing. Yes, that's it. And you're gonna bend that front knee, come into this little squat position. So you guys are gonna come into the squat. You're gonna be on that right leg, and that left leg's gonna come up. So you're gonna do one-legged chair squat. So you're right here, one-legged, and extend the leg out. So you're in chair pose, one-legged. Now do your best to stabilize. If the knee is wiggling all over the place, try to center it. Don't give up on it. Just breathe deeply. You're doing great. Just breathe deeply. Now we will send that leg back. Reach the arms forward and work into an extension. Both legs, both arms, torso extension. Breathe in, breathe out. Reach the hands to the ground. Pick up that back leg, high as you can to the sky. Kick, kick, kick. High as you can, guys. Let that head go down. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, step back into plank. Woo! Ripple through the spine. Hips toward the floor. Belly lifts. Yeah. So think about your hip bones stretch into the floor. Your belly and your lower back lift. Come all the way down with the hips. Come all the way up. Lift your chest. Lift your neck, everybody. Lift your chin. Push. A little bit more. Push this up. Exhale into downward dog. As you go back, push your hips out to the side. So right hip to the right, left hip to the left. Squeeze your elbows away from the floor. Lift them up and push your chest to your feet. Heels down, everybody. Knees straight. Chest and head go to your feet. Go for it. Push through. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice. All right, left leg's gonna go up to the sky. Kick it all the way up there. Kick it up as high as you can. A little more lift. A little more breath. And then tuck that knee in and step it all the way forward. Step it right up. So again, if you don't quite make it, you walk that foot up a little bit more. Drop your back knee down. Yes. Rise up right here. Now again, you guys want to think about your hip pushing forward, but your lower belly pulls your lower back backwards, okay? So the hip thrust forward, belly goes into your back, and then lift your chest, lift your neck, lift your chin, okay? So that's up to you. If that hurts, then of course you bring it down a little bit, but find your breath, relax your eyes. Releasing it down, lunge forward. So you're gonna come forward so that your thigh here comes toward the yoga mat. So keep trying to get the top of your thigh toward the yoga mat. Bend that knee. Grab your foot and work it. Yeah, you're gonna work that foot in. You're gonna try to get that foot in a little bit closer. So if you can squeeze the hamstring to your calf, calf to your hamstring, and get that yoga mudra. It's up to you if you want to get that up there. Breathe in, breathe out, keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling that calf in. All right, release it all down. You're gonna bring that back heel down, hands to the ground or the blocks, straighten out and extend. So the heel goes down and the hips go all the way back. Okay, so breathe deeply, guys. Get that deep stretch. Use the hands on the block if you can't reach the floor. Back heel down, hips up high, head is down. All right, shift your weight forward, kick that back leg up. Let's get that nice kick up. Keep kicking, guys. All right, right, we're gonna squat it through to one-legged chair pose. So we're gonna come in, and you can have your foot down on the ground if you need it, right? But you can stay right there or extend to that one-legged chair. And you do your best. You're stabilizing in that one hip, thigh, shin, and you try to make it as chair squatty as you can. Breathe in, breathe out. And we'll take it through and come into that Virabhadrasana 3. Extend the legs, extend the other leg, push out, and extend through the waist. Keep extending the leg, extend the chest. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Bring the feet together, rise up. Inhale up, press the hips forward, open up and stretch. Tailbone is down, nice and long. Lift the chest, lift the neck, lift the chin. Push the elbows back. Swing open, come all the way down. Deep, 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 deep stretch. So go ahead and wrap your arms around your legs. And I want you guys to stretch your lower back right down to your thighs. So keep pulling your lower back to your thighs. Make your thighs really strong. Pull your thighs to your lower back. Extend your back. Move your head and your chest forward. No tension at your jaw, your neck, your eyes, or your forehead. Just breathe in and breathe out. Delight in your practice. Delight. All right, come into halfway lift. Lift up through the chest. Stretch your hips back. Everything is open. Chest spreads. Step or jump back into plank. Again, a nice strong plank here, guys. Breathe in, breathe out. Now you're gonna come down with the knees, the chest, and the chin, so your butt stays in the air. Stretch your neck and chin and chest to the floor. Elbows in. I want you guys stretching so that your neck is on the floor, chin is on the floor, and chest is on the floor. Elbows in tight, elbows in super tight. Yep, toes on the ground, butts high, and then slide forward, lift up. All the way up. Exhale it back. All right, you guys, you're gonna lift that right leg up, lift your elbows too. Bend your knee, turn your knee to the right, and squeeze your outer thigh toward the buttocks. So you're right at, this is how you're gonna get a better opening, by the way. If you can find your upper outer thigh muscle and pull it toward the buttocks, right? Up and in toward the highest part of your buttocks. Turn the knee out a little bit more, and that's where it comes from. If you can lift that upper outer thigh up and into the buttock, that knee will turn out a little more. Try not to turn your back. Breathe in and breathe out. All right, let's step that foot forward. Bring it right up to the top of the mat. Ground your back foot and open up into Warrior Two. So you guys will like this. And you want to find this muscle right here is moving this way. That's when this gets smaller, this gets more open. You'll open more. It's like when you're doing your frog pose. When this distance is shorter, this distance longer, the knee comes in. All right, so you are moving that outer thigh muscle into the buttock. Really work it in there. So I want you guys to just press into that and sink into it. Press into that, sink into it. Reach that right arm behind your leg and push that glute muscle a little bit more. Top arms over. So you're pushing that outer thigh toward the buttock. Top arm goes over a little bit more. Just turn the foot a little bit more out. That's it. Press down into that hip for 3, for 2, and 1. And rise up, straighten out the legs. Same movement. That glute is lifting. And we come over to the side for triangle pose. Go ahead and get that lift. Squeeze that muscle. Upper outer thigh pulls up into the glute. Top of the buttocks. Turn your chin a little bit more, you guys. 3, keep breathing. 2, and 1. And we rise up, rise up, rise up. Turn to the front. Bend that front knee. Come on down. And you're going to let this knee flop open to the side. Let it open. So as you let this open, you guys are with me on this. You're pulling this muscle this way. Don't just let that muscle go out. Pull it that way. As you pull it that way, the knee's going to open. And then you're going to turn. You keep pulling it, and you turn. You're turning to the right. Your foot turns. That foot turns. This muscle's coming in. You're stretching up, and you're opening up that knee. Drop the side of your left hip to the floor. Drop the side of your left hip more. All the way down. Side of your left hip. Keep turning. 2 and 1. All right, let's rise up. Step back into plank. Woo! All right, come in through plank, down to the ground. Inhaling up. dog. Press those elbows, press the chest, and lift your left leg up to the sky. So same deal on this side. You want to activate that glute muscle. Bend your knee. Turn your knee to the side, like you try and do that frog pose or warrior two in the air. That upper outer thigh muscle moves toward the glute, moves toward the buttock. And keep pulling it, but keep those arms straight, chest straight. Keep lifting that upper outer thigh to the buttock. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep lifting, lift, lift, lift. All right, tuck it in and step it forward, you guys. So we'll come into that warrior two right here. So again, you want to find it on that left glute straight. So sometimes we do like our postures like this, and we're just trying to pull so hard here, but this muscle's not contracting. The other side, it's a push and a pull. So you're pulling that glute, that upper outer thigh, up into the buttock, really pull it, and that'll help to open up that inside of your hip. Stretch everything out, you guys. Turn that foot out as much as you can. Keep that knee opening to push open. Lean over to the left. Bring your hand behind your leg there. Keep pushing in through the glute. I want you guys to lean into that glute muscle. And that's that upper outer thigh. Pull it in the direction of the buttock. So it'll pull the knee open more. Top arm way over the head. Breathe in, breathe out. Go a little more, you guys. Push into that muscle. Yes. All right, rise up, straighten out the leg. Keep the muscle working. Everything is open, and we come over to the side for triangle pose. Straight over to that side. Okay, so again, you're still pulling up, right? That glute muscle, toes down, legs strong, upper outer thigh. Keep pulling it up in the direction of the high part of the glute. Turn your chin up to the right, keep looking up. 2 and 1. All right, you're gonna come on down, you're gonna pivot around and let this knee open out to the side. So let that knee open, pull this muscle right here, up in this direction here. So you keep pulling that way and then turn as you pull. So let that knee open, turn the side of your right hip, lift the chest, and move that outer hip to the ground. So your right outer thigh and outer hip is going to the ground and stretching out. Breathe deeply, guys. 2 and 1. Woo! Unwind. Step back into plank. Oh yeah! So have a nice strong plank position. Come down to the ground. Inhale, stretch up, you guys. Stretch your hips, pull the low belly in, lift your chest, lift your neck, lift the chin. Stretch back into downward dog. Beautiful job, you guys. Okay, so lift up that right leg again, open that hip up again, squeeze your glute. Turn your knee. So remember, upper outer thigh is part of your butt muscle. And you want to use that to help to open that knee. All right, you're gonna tuck that knee into chest, step it forward, ground that front foot. We're gonna do that standing split again. So, but you're gonna lift your chest up here. So your front leg, your standing leg is straight, no bend, so use the yoga blocks. And that back leg sticks out straight. And you're gonna lift up your left arm, and you're gonna start to turn. Now you need this outer glute muscle to keep charging up away from the floor, otherwise you will fall to the right. So your upper outer thigh is charging up, away from your foot, into that hip. And this is how you use that glute to open your hip this way, right? You keep turning, turning, turning. You're breathing deeply. Yeah, keep sticking that leg up and out, you guys. So some of you guys are gonna bend that top leg behind you and grab your foot. It's there, Grant. There you go. There you go. And you're squeezing your calf to your hamstring, hamstring to your calf. Keep activating your legs. Breathe in and breathe out, you guys. Don't stop, don't stop. Stay with it. All right, so when you guys come down, you're gonna turn down, bring your hands down, check it out. You're gonna do this. You're gonna bring this down right behind, and you're gonna come down. You with me? And you twist over to the right. You with me, right? Yes? We're there. Twist as deep as you can to the right. So don't sit on your foot, Steve. Sit on your bottom. Don't sit on your foot. Yep. Yep. That's it. Switch your hands. Switch your hands. Yep. Hug that leg. You got it. Come on. You can do it. I know the track is rocking. No fair. Put your other hand on the ground behind you. Put your right hand on the ground. Yeah, like that. And then you twist. That's it. Lift your chest, squeeze in through the belly. Okay, now check this part out, you guys. You can do this. Untwist. And you're just gonna come around and you'll face out here and get into wide stance position. Okay, so you just come up and come out and turn. You just kind of stand up and spread that leg out. Yep. Turn those toes, come all the way down, stretch out the hamstrings, squeeze those hip points in, reach the hands through. So you're squeezing your lower back through your legs. That's it, hands to the ground of the block, Molly, right? Use the blocks too, right? So if you can't reach the ground, use the blocks. And keep moving your hips more forward, everybody, over your toes. Legs are straight, no bend to the backs of the knees. So it's not allowed, it's illegal. Keep straightening out the backs of your knees and lift your hips up and over your feet. That's it. Push your lower back through your legs, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your belly, and put your head through. Let's go for 4, 3, 2. Clasp your hands, reach it up over. Push that lower back nice and long and through, a little bit more. All right, let's rise up. Push the hips forward as you rise up. Push your hips forward. All right, hands, backs of your hands to your lower back and push those elbows forward. So backs of your hands to your lower back, the backs of your hands, so your palms face out. And push your elbows forward, like you're trying to touch your elbows together right in front of you. And just keep pushing them forward. Elbows forward, hips forward, elbows forward. 2 and 1, beautiful. Release, turn back to the front, step into plank. Core is strong, legs are strong. Hips toward the floor, stick your hip bones out toward the floor, pull your lower belly into your lower back, chest is spreading, untense the collarbone, spread it open. That's it. Come all the way down to the ground, inhale into upward facing dog, pull up, 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 up. Nice lift, get that stretch, lift the chest, the neck, and the chin. Exhale into downward dog, reach it all the way back. Nice, all right. So again, in this straight legs, heels dig into the ground. So dig your heels into the ground, you guys, with your knees straight, and try to lift your toes up off the mat. Try to get your heels down and lift all 10 toes. All right, now your left leg's gonna come up, and we'll open up our hip here. So get a good opening here. Use that upper outer thigh. Do not use your back. Try to engage your glute. Bend your knee, turn and breathe. You got it, good. All right, let's squeeze and step that leg all the way through and forward. Press it right up. And come into our standing split again. So we're gonna lift and straighten out your standing leg. Kick that back leg out, lift your chest. This is where this muscle still has to work. You've got to pull this muscle up as you turn and lift that right arm, okay? So you got to keep squeezing that left glute muscle at the upper outer thigh. All right, as you turn, that's it. And so you're rotating and you're stacking eventually your right hip on top of your left hip. Breathe in and breathe out. And if you want to, you can bend your knee and grab your top foot behind you. Breathe deep. Yep, squeeze it in there. You got it. Squeeze the calf to the hamstring, hamstring to the calf. Breathe in and breathe out. You're doing it, you guys. Stay with it. All right, now you're gonna come down, keep this leg behind you, and you're gonna curl and cross that leg behind you. So you're gonna come to a full seat. You're gonna bring it down, sit right down, and you twist to the left. Bring your left hand back. Yeah, look how we did that, right? So your hips are gonna try to come down, knee comes in, stretching that outer thigh, stretch this out, just keep pulling that stretch, and keep lifting and twisting. So use that right arm to hug that leg in and pull this hip more open like this. You're pulling this hip. So you're pulling that outer thigh away from the buttock. Right, lift through the chest. Keep turning your chest. All right, now we are gonna unwind, okay? So you're gonna turn over to the right. You're gonna step up and open. Got it? Yeah. Or to the side, whichever side. Spread those legs out a little bit wider than they were before. Inner ankle strong. This time walk your hands out, but don't put any weight on your hands, like very, very little. You guys want to pull the sit bones up and out, so push your hips apart as much as you can. Push, push, push. Keep sticking your butt up and out to the sky, and the chest is stretching forward. All right, your right hand is going to go under the left. It's going to go under the left, and you're going to slide it through, just the way we do that shoulder stretch. You're going to drop your right shoulder down and look underneath. Got it? Drop your right shoulder down, look underneath. If you want to, you can grab the ankle and keep dropping the shoulder down and going under. All right, let's release. Bring that arm out and take the left arm. You do the same thing. Slide it through and drop your left shoulder. Yep, left arm to the ground, left shoulder down. Get that shoulder and the arm heavy. Catch the leg if you prefer to do that. And just keep letting the arm and the shoulder drop as you twist. Let that shoulder drop. Beautiful job, you guys. All right, come back into the center. Grab the outside of your legs. One more pull here, you guys. Elbows to the sky. And come on forward with that lower back. Come forward. Squeeze that lower back a little bit more for 3, 2. All right. And when you guys come up, your hands are going to come to your hips. You're going to push your hips forward. Squeeze your hips forward. So legs stay toned. Your thighs feel like they're pushing backwards. Your hips are squeezing forward. You're going to press your hands behind your hips because you are going to push your hips forward. Okay, you're going to keep your legs straight. This is key. You need to push your thigh bones backwards. Okay, so thighs are back, hips are pushing forward. And keep pushing the hips forward as much as you can. This is so important that that tailbone is down, straight down, and you don't like shoot the tailbone forward. Squeeze the elbows back, roll them back. Open the hips again. Open the chest, open the belly. Beautiful. All right, let's release and come back into the center. Come to plank position again. All right, so from this plank position, we are going to turn to the left side for side plank. If you're doing a modification, just put the shin down like that rather than putting the whole knee underneath for today. See if you can just do the shin. Otherwise, you're going to be right up here, and you'll open up your chest and really make this a good chest opener. Like spread your chest, lift your neck, and keep your hips open. Take your top leg up into tree pose, or you can keep it down there, right? But if you can get this leg up here into tree, squeeze in the glutes. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep your hips pushing forward. Thighs pushing back. Top leg behind. You guys are gonna go ahead and walk your legs straight out if you're able to, and push your hips up. So legs are straight if you're able to, hips to the sky. You got it. Back bend if it works. Open your chest, lift and stretch your neck, stretch your chin. Breathe in, breathe out, unwind, come back to plank. Woohoo! All right, let's take it to the other side. You face that, right side. Good. Hips forward. And make this a better chest stretch. So you guys know how to pull the chest open, lift the chest, lift the neck, lift the chin, right? So you want to keep opening up the chest, like almost like you're doing up dog, just like open, 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 as much as you can. Top leg to tree pose. So slide that leg up, right? Push your thighs, push your hips. So thighs go back, hips forward. Take that top leg behind. And you can walk your legs straight, one or both, or bend them if you must. And those hips go to the sky, and you stretch back. So hips to the sky, straighter legs if you can, open your chest, 2, and 1, unwind. Woohoo! All right, take it back into your downward dog squat. Okay, so this is push back into your squat. All right, from the squat, you're gonna lunge your right foot forward. So push forward with that right leg. Back leg is straight. Rise up, okay? So back leg is straight. You wanna squeeze the glute, right? Squeeze the glute. The back heel is up. So back heel is up, that's it. Back leg is straight, so no bend to the knee. Come down a little bit more. This knee should be straight. Try not to wobble it in, okay? So rise up, lift up. Inhale and exhale. Grab the right elbow, pull it back. Go a little deeper. Stay strong, open up and stretch that hip. Grab the left elbow, pull it back. Beautiful, open it up, twist to the right, twist. Bring that left hand down. Use the yoga block or the floor. Yep, lift up that top arm, lift up that back leg rather, and breathe deeply as you turn your lower belly up into your right hip. Don't turn your left thigh. Keep your left thigh straight, chest is open. Breathe in, breathe out. Go deeper in the stretch, you guys. Foot is down, knees are strong. Go into a better bend. 2 and 1. All right, you guys are gonna come through this and placing this right hand inside, ground that back foot, open up this hip again. So you're gonna squeeze open this hip again. So you're gonna push into it. Now you guys are gonna put your hand to that top glute, push that glute open, and take your top hand behind your back. Okay, this is totally fine, but you see where your arm is? You keep your arm there, don't do anything different. If you can slip this elbow underneath and clasp, do it. Otherwise, don't do something different just to get your hands, okay? Just open up your chest. There you go. Push the glute. And 1, beautiful. Release, straighten out that leg, and lean back. Open up that hip. Push your hip a little bit more. Push your hip as much as you can. So you're pushing this hip in the direction of that front foot. And the more you push your hip forward, the more your spine's gonna go back. Keep pressing. All right, let's release and come down into plank. Woo! And take it into downward dog squat. So we push back again into your squat. So bend your knees and squat your hips back. Go into a deep squat backwards, as deep as you can. Push your hips open, right hip right, left hip left, and then lunge your left foot forward. Woo! All right, so this back leg is straight. This knee bends as much as you can. Back heel is up, and we lift. And we lift. And we keep lifting. So your tailbone should be straight down while this back leg keeps working back there. Squeezing the glute to do that, draw the belly in, keep lifting. When you're ready, take your left elbow, push it back, a little more. Good, try to keep this knee steady. Grab that right elbow, push it back. Go a little deeper, you guys, into your hips, stretch back. All right, release it out to the side, keep those ribs nice and strong. Twist, twist, and twist. Yes, right hand down. You guys got this. Try not to drop or twist this back leg, but you're moving your lower belly up into your left hip. Okay, so that's your twist. Okay, back leg stays straight and strong. Foot is active, big toe is down, you guys. Big toe down on both feet. Keep those inner ankles strong, inner thighs strong. Breathe deeply, guys, breathe deeply. All right, let's switch hands. So the back foot is grounded and that left hand comes inside here. You're gonna squeeze the glute again so that you can open your hips. So again, charge this outer thigh up into the top of the glute and take your top hand at your low back or up your low back somewhere. So keep this arm pushing that knee open, and with that push, you're gonna reach under. If you can bind, fine. If not, don't worry about it. It's like, if you can't reach, don't worry about it. You can just grab something. But don't lean forward with your head in order to grab it. Don't stick your butt out. Don't change your arm grip. Just keep trying to work the bind. Squeeze your hip. Keep bending your front knee, guys. Keep bending your front knee more. Squeeze into that glute now. 2 and 1. Straighten out your leg. That was awesome, you guys. Flush out this hip. You want to push this hip open. This TFL right here, you want to stretch it and push it. The more you push it toward that foot, the more you're going to bend back. So the more you push this hip, right, in the direction of your foot, the more your spine is going to go back. Keep pushing your hip, thrusting that hip a little bit more to the side. Push that hip left. Left hip, left, left, left. Go left. You're good. No, you're good. Because your hip is pushing out. You're good. 2 and 1. Take a little break. Some of us were doing this. This hip was like pulling backwards, right? So I wanted you guys to really get that hip to push out as much as you can. Yeah, there you go. All right, let's come down. Take a seat. Woo! All right. Come into boat pose. Hands down, legs up, toes together. Okay, so hands down here, toes together, lift. Big toes touch. Push your lower back to your thighs and your thighs to your lower back. Keep pushing that lower back up. Keep those big toes touching. Inside tips of the toes touch. Yep. 3, 2, and 1. Bend down, reach the arms out. Okay, so you guys are gonna squeeze the thighs to your lower back. Keep the lower belly in, push everything away. Squeeze the thighs and the lower back together. Keep this tight, push everything away. Do that again. Pull in, low belly, low back, press it away. Keep those knees together, 2 more. Pull it in, use the low belly and the low back and the quads, press it away. 1 more time, pull it in. And you're gonna press away, press away, press away. Keep pressing, keep pressing, keep pressing, keep pressing. Press your thighs from your chest and your chest from your thighs. Keep pushing till your lower back is on the ground. Get your lower back on the ground, you guys. Yeah, just the low back for 4, 3, 2, come back up. Come back up. There you go. Send those legs up again. Oh, Lordy. Bring the arms out to the right. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From the belly. 7 and 8. Tuck it in. Stretch it back up again. Bring the arms over to the left. And we pedal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I love the lower lip. Quite a few of us.
Fighting the lower lip.
Yes. Lower lip yoga. All right, let's roll to the back. Get that lower back flat. Keep the arms out. Shoulders down. Chest is lifted. Chin tucks in. You're going to stretch that right leg out. Left leg stays as it is. Breathe in, breathe out. And pull it in. Squeeze the belly. Go ahead and stretch that left leg out. Squeeze the belly. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Bring it in. Bring the leg straight up. Lower that right leg down and have that toe touch the toe. We go 1. Come down. 2. Use the belly, guys. 3. Use the belly. 4. 5. Get those legs straighter. 6. Keep stretching them out. 7. That's so awesome. And 8. Try the other side. Keep the belly active. Keep that back nice and strong. 1, 2, 3. Work into the tummy. 4 more, you guys. We got this. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands right behind the head. Tuck the chin in. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. Your feet are going to go to the right, and you're going to bend your waist to the right. So you're going to squeeze everything right. Come back into the center. Tap down and squeeze it back up. Feet are going to go to the left. Bend to the left. Come back into the center. Tap down. Come up. Okay, so let's try it. We go right, tap, squeeze, left, tap, squeeze the abs, right, tap, squeeze the abs. Keep everything working here, guys. And squeeze. Try a couple more. That's it. Keep everything tight inside your hips and your lower belly and your waist. And try 1 more on each side. You're almost done there, guys. Keep it super, super active. 1 more on each side. And that's it. Awesome. Drop the feet down. Hip width apart. Roll the elbows. Shoulders back. Push your elbows and shoulders back. Lift up the hips. You guys, we want to stretch out right here. This is the hip flexors. Part of the hip flexors. So you are stretching this toward the knees. Keep pulling that toward the knees, which means this at the backs of your thighs goes up into the glutes. So you lift your hamstrings up into the glutes, stretch your thighs out to your knees. Remember, you want that internal grip of the hips as you breathe in and breathe out. Now press your arms nice and strong. Don't let your knees go out to the side, you guys. You want to feel like you're squeezing your knees inward and downward a little bit. They're not touching, but yeah, that's it. You're holding in. Okay, so stretch the tops of your thighs a little bit more if you can. Bring your arms way up over your head to the ground behind you. Let every part of your arm hit the ground. So see how your fingers are touching the ground. Try to get your forearms, your wrists, your elbows, and even your upper arm bones where your triceps are. Try to get all of that to the ground. So if I were there, like pushing down on your elbows like that, you guys are gonna squeeze those elbows a little bit more to the ground. For 4, squeeze those elbows. 3, 2, and 1. Roll your spine down, bring the arms down. Everything comes down. Awesome. Tuck knees into chest. Rock yourself up to seated. Okay, so we're gonna do a quick hip pull here. Right leg straight, left. Because this is part of that like tree pose, hip opener idea, right? That's when this muscle right here is moving in the direction of the glute, right? When you want to close it, you pull it away, right? When you want to open your knee, you move that muscle into the buttock, okay? So you want to squeeze that muscle up into the glute to get that knee to open, okay? So you want to press that down and pull that as you turn over this leg. And we're gonna lean down over this leg. Strap, use your yoga strap, you guys. If you can't reach your foot, grab that strap, put it around your foot, okay? Yep, keep your legs straight, so don't bend your knee. Yep, put it right around your foot. That's it, lasso that foot. You got it. And go ahead and stretch forward as much as you can. Keep squeezing that other hip open, you guys, as you lean forward. Get your lower back to come down a little bit more. Squeeze inside your hip joint, your lower belly. For 3, go a little further, guys. 2, and 1. All right, you're gonna rise up and you're gonna stretch back. Okay, so you're gonna go back. Again, you wanna keep this glute, this hip active. You're gonna come all the way back onto your elbows. Maybe come down flat. Some of you guys are gonna start to work your lower back to the ground. Stretch out. See if you can keep that glute and your back and your spine and everything to the ground to open up that hip. All right, you're gonna tuck that knee in, bring it in, and then use that leg to get you back up. Okay, use that leg to get you up. And that left leg will go out, and that right leg will come up, right? So we're gonna do side 2. So again, you guys are doing this. You're taking this muscle here. When you wanna stretch it this way, it moves away from the buttock. When you wanna open the knee, this muscle here goes to the buttock, right? So you're squeezing that open to open up that hip. You're tightening, shortening, whatever you wanna think. Condense the back part, right? And then you turn forward, elongate your spine, elongate your back leg, back body, come right to the leg. There you go. So we really wanna keep thinking about this opening over here, this knee opening, this hip opening, that glute and outer thigh, and keep lengthening your back. Press this leg straight and strong. And again, breathing. Okay, so breathing in and breathing out. Settle into the stretch, you guys. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep opening that hip, pressing that knee open. Good. All right. And then when you guys are ready, rise up and you can just, you don't have to go all the way to the ground, but if you want to, you just kind of come back like that. Keep opening up that glutes, that hip rather, but the glute is straightening. You can come down to your elbows if you want. And again, if you want, you can come all the way down to your back. So you want to try to keep your foot where it is against the leg. Right? You want to try to keep that foot position. Try to keep the foot against your leg as best you can. Opening up through the hip by strengthening that glute. All right. Tuck that knee into the chest. And then bring it right back in and up. Nice. Yahoo! Okay, so take a double pigeon, right leg in, left on top. Yeah. Our favorites. Good. Awesome. Okay, so again, these muscles here working, okay? Right at the glute area. Lift up through the chest, so the chest is sending up. Press those knees down. So you're gonna bring your forearms down to your knees, to your shins. And breathe in, breathe out. And now you start to come forward, bring the hands down, and lean your lower back forward. So just breathe in, breathe out, keep those hips even, make sure one doesn't go in front of the other, okay? So just keep stretching down, there you go. Keep squeezing here, guys, right here. You wanna just really work into that hip area as you breathe in, breathe out. Awesome. Now when you come up, take your top leg, use the yoga strap around your foot if you need it, right? You're gonna grab your foot either with your hands or your strap. Push your lower back to your thigh and then extend. Push your lower back to your thigh. So you want to lift that lower back. And just keep lifting up and stretching right here. Stretch your shin straight up. Stretch it up there. Stretch your shin. Awesome. Let's bring that down and we'll take that one underneath and bring the other one right on top. Okay, so once again, focus point is here. Just keep working into this area. Bring the chest open, press down onto the shins, yep, or the knees. Just keep pressing open, pressing down. Good. Bring the hands down. Let your lower back start to come down. Breathe in, breathe out. So allow those hips to relax. Maybe even open, close your jaw a few times. Awesome. All right, we'll rise up and catch this foot. So when you guys are ready, go ahead and take your foot and your knee out. Grab your foot with your strap or just grab your foot. There you go. Press your lower back to your thigh and extend. Just do your best here. Keep lifting your chest and stretch here, you guys. Stretch the skin of your shin right up. Just keep stretching that up. There you go. Keep breathing in and breathing out. Get that length all the way out to the toes. 2 and 1. Woo! All right, how about a little froggy? How about a little froggy pose? Come on to the knees. All right, so we're coming into a frog pose, and we've really been working on this throughout the practice. So this is where you want this muscle right here. It's right here. You want it to move up, so you shorten the distance. You slide in that muscle up into the glute. You slide up. You keep sliding up. The more that that gets shorter, the longer you get inside here, and the more you're going to find that you can come down. Now those muscles might not be ready, so you want to have some patience and you want to breathe. And you want to keep encouraging that right and left outer thigh muscle to move up in the direction of the top of the glute. And you want to keep lengthening your inner thigh toward the inside of your knees. And just breathing in, right? So I would do it like that. Inhale, contract the glute. Exhale, relax the inner thighs. Maybe make that your pattern. One more breath. Beautiful. Woo! Come all the way forward when you're ready to come out of this. Walk those legs in. Woo-hoo! All right, take a little bit of a break there. Just rest your chin down, bend your knees, and just let your lower back open. You can turn your head as you're turning those legs. Just breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna come right up for just a little bit and stretch out into that extended puppy so that you'll stretch out this part of the arm. It's kind of like, you know, it's a good stretch here to get this open, but sometimes we open in through the back instead of here. So maybe feel like you're kind of contracting here, like shorten and lengthen at the same time. It's kind of like isometric push and pull. That'll help you to get that open position. So those knees go under your hips. And you just keep trying to lift those arms and pull those arms. As you breathe deeply, Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna come down on the belly, stretch that right arm all the way out to the right. Push your chest to the left, turn to the left, lift up, and this is where you get to open up and use the glute here, you guys. Use this muscle to push open this hip. So this knee can open more, and the shoulder can open more. Yeah, just like that glute muscle will open, the back of the shoulder is going to open, it's going to contract rather, right? You breathe deeply. Turn your head a little more, you guys. Nice. All right, let's come down. We'll try side two. Make sure your arm is off to the side, okay? So it's like off to the, like a diagonal. Yeah, thumb is up if you can. And you're doing the other side. So just the other arm sticks out, Steve, okay? You're on your belly, start on your belly. Stick your arm out. And then you turn that way. You gotta look away from me. The flip over. Okay, you're doing that arm? Yep. Lift up your top leg, pull it back. There you go. That's it. Head is down. Squeeze the glute. Squeeze the back of your shoulder. Turn your thumb up. Breathe deeply. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. All right, let's let that go. Press back into child's pose. Reach back. Okay, so let those hips settle all the way back into child's pose. Come down on the belly one more time as our final twist here, guys. So come down on the belly and bend the knees and let your knees and your legs fall to the left, and you're gonna turn to the left, okay, like that. So you're gonna turn. I mean, you turn to the right, sorry. Your legs fall to the left and turn open. Now stretch your arms out if you're able to, right along the floor, and turn your chest, turn your head. And you'll take this top arm up, pretty much like we did. Grab hold of your bottom foot behind you. Grab hold of your bottom foot. Your bottom foot. Yeah. Stretch it back and just keep pulling your bottom foot back. Let your head go back. Twist the other way. So it's a progression. You don't have to do all of it. You can just do parts of it. You can just let your legs fall to the right. Let your hips fall. Just turn for that little twist. If you want to stay here, you can stay here. If you want to stretch out and turn. And if you want to grab your bottom foot. Yeah, there you go. You got it? That's it. Your top foot can be on the ground somewhere to keep you from falling. Yeah, there you go. You got to pull your leg back a little bit more and your head back. And just keep squeezing your head back, squeezing your foot back. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, let's go ahead and let that go. Come onto your back, legs up. Nice. Guys, nice. Okay, so legs come up in the air on your back. I don't need these things. It's not sunny anymore. And you can put the yoga block under your hips if you like, but try to flatten out your back and just kind of relax your feet. Let them just relax, 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 relax. Try to find like you can stack your ankles on top of your knees and your knees on top of your hips. So try to find that alignment where the joint of the hip is, the knee joint, ankle joint. And then do the same with the wrists, elbows, and shoulders. See if you can find that easy alignment. Just breathe in, breathe out. Right side, left side. Beautiful. All right, let those legs float down. Your legs relax out to the side. And just close your eyes. Roll your shoulders back. Roll your ears back. Roll your head back. Relaxing through the tongue. And just inhale and exhale. So feel your inhale and your exhale. So relax through the mouth, the neck, the jaw, and the belly. And start to connect with your out breath a little bit more than you would your inhale. Okay, so start to connect with your breath out. And so you feel that your out breath lasts a little longer. And maybe as you do that, you notice that your inhale is a little bit slower as well. And just start to feel the sensation of the movement of the breath in your body, in your lungs, throat, nose. The eyes relax. And just let gravity take over here. So feel gravity, force of gravity holding your head to the ground. Force of gravity holding your legs to the ground, shoulders. Just keep doing that, your arms, your back. So that you're really just giving in to that force and surrendering completely to this moment. Get your mind settled. And this is kind of what you can do in the evening when you're going to rest for the night. Let go of the heaviness of the body, you let go of the mind, and you really sink. And you allow yourself to rest fully and completely. So you're not just going to sleep, but it's a quality sleep. It's a freeing sleep. It's rejuvenating. So we rise in the morning, we rise fresh. So we rise out of Shavasana, we rise fresh. We don't take any of the old stuff with us that we had with us before our practice. So when you're ready to come out of Shavasana, try to do your best not to collect anything back. You open your eyes and move the body. Move the fingers and the wrists and the elbows and the shoulders and the neck and the knees and the low back. So just start to get some good mobility back. And just roll to your side, hang out on your side for a little bit before you come up into seated. Go ahead and come on up to seated when you guys are ready. Grounding through the hips. Lifting through the spine. And try to find balance so your hips are even, they're not rocked back or forward. Your waist is on top of your hips, chest on top of waist, neck on top of chest, and head on top of that. So keep trying to align and balance the spine. And make a little dedication to yourself right here, a little promise, a little, inspiration, a little intention, whatever it is for yourself, that good direction that we go in, that virtuous direction. We always want to try to find that, and we want to just keep reminding ourselves about what it is, not just this general huge picture, but maybe something specific, like patience with a particular person, something like that, kindness to a particular person, okay, something like that. Just make that intention, make that dedication, put it in your heart, and we share with each other the light by saying namaste.